Jackson was sweating, and it wasn't from the heat. He was standing in the middle of O'Hare International, watching the departure board turn red. Cancelled. Cancelled. Every single flight to Richmond. Gone. A polar vortex had turned Chicago into a literal ice cube. His phone buzzed. It was Sarah. She was at the hospital 3 weeks early. Her voice was thin and trembling. Jackson, the doctor says the baby isn't waiting. Please, just try to get here. He felt like his heart was being squeezed by a cold hand. He ran to the rental counters. Nothing. He tried the trains, but everything was shut down. He was sitting on his duffel bag with his head in his hands when a shadow fell over him. You look like a man who's lost his last friend, a gravelly voice said. It was an old guy, maybe 70, wearing a faded navy ball cap. My wife's in labor in Virginia, Jackson choked out, and I'm stuck in this frozen wasteland. The old man, Mac, didn't even blink. He jingled a pair of silver keys. I've got a dually out in the lot with 4-wheel drive and a full tank. I'm heading to Norfolk, and I don't plan on stopping for anyone. The next 12 hours were a blur of white static and white knuckles. The wind was screaming against the windshield, and the interstate was littered with cars that had just given up. But Mac drove like he was on a mission from God. I missed my own son's birth, Mac whispered, his eyes locked on the road. I was on a carrier, way out in the Pacific. Not this time, son. Not this time. They hit the Virginia state line just as the sun started to bleed through the gray clouds. Mac pulled right up to the emergency room doors. Jackson sprinted through those sliding glass doors, his lungs burning. He made it to room 412 and stopped. Sarah was there, holding a tiny pink bundle. You're late, she whispered, smiling through her tears. 20 minutes, Jackson breathed, leaning down to kiss them both. I had a little help from an angel in a navy cap.